Hello, my fellow multidimensionals. It's Asia. Oh, I am in one of my favorite places on the planet. I am out in the far western part of Idaho in the mountains at probably, oh gosh, 4,000 or 5,000 feet. This is a very special spot for a number of different reasons, and I'll be telling a story a little bit later on. I'm going to launch my stories by the campfire this evening, in which I'm just going to be sharing all of these amazing stories that I've lived over the past 10 or so years. But I thought I would take a moment in this beautiful light of the setting sun. You can hear the wind, you can hear the robins. We even heard a turkey gobble up the hill right after Jude asked, have you seen any turkeys? Because it is turkey season here. So he's gearing up in his camo to go see if he can outwit those turkeys. If you haven't been turkey hunting, you have not experienced what humility truly is. They are so smart, those turkeys. So what I wanted to take some time here this week to talk about the concept of Earthrise. So back in the era of the moon landing and Apollo missions and all of that, the astronaut Edgar Mitchell had a samadhi experience, that feeling of being at one with all, when he saw Earth from outer space. And we all know those images. This is a really important turning point, I think, in the human psyche, where we were able to see our planet from afar and realize, in the vastness of space and what I call the multiverse, Earth is a very small, precious jewel of a planet. And maybe we have more in common than we have differences, right? So it was a really big turning point, I think, in the evolution of consciousness on this planet. And I see this concept of Earthrise symbolically happening for each of us. So there's something rising in us that we are meant to honor during this time. So many of us, myself included, we are all going through major change. We are being asked to either initiate or surrender to, is perhaps the better phrase, to major change at this time. And for some of you, you know what that is. And it's really just a process of negotiating with the ego to surrender to it. For others, the clarity isn't quite there. And if this is the case for you, I want you to just know that you're not alone, and that it will make itself known to you. You will gain the clarity. Some of the discomfort you're going through at this time is your higher self bringing up the distortion and the negative programs and the fears you still hold. That's the whole point of experiencing the fear, is so that you can begin to release it, transmute it, or integrate it. Now, the clarity will come, and likely it's already there, but what I'm seeing for many people is that the negative programs we have, or the fears we hold, are stonewalling or really blocking the clarity, which makes sense, right? When we're being asked to initiate really big change, this brings up all sorts of fears, even at the subconscious level, before we're even able to bring them to the conscious level. So if this is where you find yourself, just take a deep breath and ask for guidance. Our spirit guides are there for a reason, among many other beautiful beings that are so happy to help us during this time. And I'm talking about our archangels and all of these beautiful spiritually advanced galactic collectives, especially the Arcturians. We have Andromedans who are assisting, Pleiadians, quite a few Lyrans. And of course, if you're reconnecting to your own multidimensional self, you have all those aspects at your fingertips. So just watch for the guidance, ask for the help, ask for signs, and then watch what unfolds. And then, of course, don't ignore it. Please don't write it off as simple coincidence. That doesn't even exist, okay? Because we live in a holographic reality. There is no such thing as randomness to what's being orchestrated here. So your higher self is working through so many different mediums and formats to get a hold of you. Conversations with friends, They will be saying things to you that I don't even think they're realizing, where did that even come from? So be open to all of the signs that are making their way. And I think what's coming in right now, and the Pleiadians are bringing this through, is they want everyone to feel so deeply how much you are all loved and supported and are being guided. Please don't ever, ever think that you're alone. Not for 1 second. You just aren't. You aren't. So allow that to come into your field right now and relax into that. That feels good, doesn't it? Just kind of like, take a load off, right? And don't overthink. Don't overthink this. It's easy to do, isn't it? Right? If I could just figure this out cerebrally. I think this is why the practice of Zen koans was used. The koan, Koan, right? To just get the mind to finally relax and surrender because it can't figure something out. It's unfigurable, right? You have to lead with your heart during this time. So when you catch yourself ruminating and overanalyzing and wearing yourself out, right? Super inefficient use of the intellect. Take a deep breath and drop back down into the heart center. Just be like, show me what I'm ready to now see. Show me the fears I hold, right? I can't think of a better place to deliver this message. You probably can't see, but way off in the distance behind me are the Eagle Cap Mountains, and it's a wilderness in Oregon. So this is right on the border with Oregon, right? What do eagles do? Yeah, sure, they work to get up, but then they just keep their wings open and they soar and they look, right? They hone in on their food, their prey, and then they fold their wings, they dive, they take inspired action, right? So just be open. Ask though, okay? I can't emphasize that enough. You have to ask for help. We are just in our way so much, right? By this overthinking habit that the modern world has conditioned us into. So do this, right? Take time out, go into nature. My daughter and I went and spent some time with these two, I'm looking at them across the way, these two beautiful giant ponderosa pine trees. And I asked them, I just have a lot going on, right? Transmuting in my field, and they just took all sorts of stuff right out of my heart chakra and transmuted it for me. Happy to do it, right? We are surrounded by interdimensional beings and elementals on this planet who are so happy to help. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for listening. I hope this helps some of you. And just honor what is rising in you. Earth is rising in the dimensional realms, right? It's going through ascension, it's shifting, moving into a higher vibration. And as we do so, we're going to go through all sorts of shadow and distortion and clearing. But I guess the main message is really honor what is arising in you. It's time to give that a voice, right? And so we're doing lots of cleanup. Okay, so my invitation to you all is if you find you're struggling inordinately with this and you just don't feel like you can do it on your own, please consider working with me in the Emergence Experience. This is what I'm on the planet for. I'm here to serve all of you who agreed to be the planet's wayshowers and healers. And you have significant blocks from past lives, right, that are playing into this now. And I am asking for help all of the time, right? So I don't think we're meant to do it on our own, right? As we move back into unity consciousness, this is part of the journey, is coming back into collaboration and partnership, and it's even more than that. It's union. It's unity. All right, with that, I wish you all a very magical, multidimensional week, and I will talk to you again soon.